Hi guys and welcome back to Apistogramma. In today's video I'm going through the ins and the outs in the fish room this week. Okay, so this week is a 2-week video just because last week I broke my foot and I've been in an extreme amount of pain and I'm just back now. So in the fish room there's been quite a lot going on in the last couple of weeks actually, but I just didn't make a video last week just purely because of that. So let me update you guys on exactly what's gone on. Okay, so this is the best of my cacatuoides breeding groups at the moment. There's 3 males and I think 3 females and I think 2 males at this present moment in time. So this is obviously the big dominant male down here, the 3 females here, and I'm pretty sure this is a small male or a very colourful female. So what I'm doing is I'm growing these guys out. He's started to grow on really quickly. I'm back to feeding only once a day, and actually I've completely stopped water changes altogether. Now this is going to be a controversial thing, but I've stopped doing them and all I've been doing is topping off. So I wait until it gets down to about here and then I top up, and then I wait until it gets down to about there, and then I top up, and then I wait, and then I top it up. And this has been going really well. I think it's really helped to stabilise the water conditions, and also it's not cool in here, but it's colder than it has been, just due to the fact that it's obviously winter here in England. So that's what's been going on with this first breeding group at the moment. So over at my Pandora tank, there's been a lot of this green algae growing on, and I've just been leaving it to grow. I just want to let these guys go and see exactly what happens in these tanks. I've been testing the water to make sure it's all remaining relatively safe for these guys, and it's absolutely fine. Both the females are back in here with the male now, and like I said, we're going through obviously the winter months here in the UK, but you can still see that they're going through some breeding behaviours, but at the moment he's really not interested in them. So this is just a waiting game with these guys, and we're just waiting to see exactly what happens with them. Probably come summertime we'll probably see some fry. Okay, so over here at my Aviaxis tank, this is my Aviaxis male here. There is 2 females in here, or 1 female and a sneaker male. I'm not really too sure at the moment, but as you can see, the non-changing of the water has really helped the water quality in these tanks. These tanks are now completely crystal clear, and also it's helping to lower the pH for these guys. So again, just waiting to see eventually what happens with these guys. But you can see how absolutely amazing he is with his bright purple face. And we're really enjoying just watching him at this present moment in time. So this is another one of my cacatuoides breeding groups. There is 4 females and a really big male up the back there. He just went in here last night. I had to remove him from another tank because he was fighting with another male, and we're just waiting to see which of the females he decides that he likes the best. But you can see he's absolutely incredible, and like I said in previous videos, we're going to really start to focus on specific strains and variants of Apistogrammas at the moment, just to see if we can get any better quality, and we're going to really focus on quality now. That's kind of what's going on with these guys. So my Apistogramma agassiz, he is really gentle at the moment. He's recovered from that banging of his eye, and he's absolutely fine now. He's been really gentle with his female who's back there, and as you can see he looks really good, really great condition. Water's now crystal clear. I think that's mainly due to the fact that we've stopped changing water, like I said, and I think in the fish hobby we very much think if there's an issue to change water, whereas I don't think that should realistically be the issue anymore. I think we should try and change water as little as possible, in my personal opinion, and that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, down here at my black chin tank, he's settled in really nicely with these cacatuoides females, and actually it started to make his actual female grow out much quicker. She started to really take off since I removed the other male from this tank. Unfortunately the male didn't make it in the tank that he moved to. It was a bit sad for me, but unfortunately that happens. I think the temperature difference just didn't do him any good. And yeah, the plants are starting to die back a little bit in here, but we'll wait and see what happens with these guys going forward. But hopefully we'll see some breeding action from him very soon. No master eyes, no breeding action from these guys at the moment. I think it's really a temperature thing. Like I said, we're going through the winter months here in the UK, and it just means that we're not really seeing much breeding action, especially considering the fact that the heater's all the way over there. So these temperatures are a bit lower than they would normally be. He's currently sitting around 23 degrees, so the room's still hitting at 29, but the temperatures in the tanks are a bit lower than they would normally be, but the fish are fine. And I'll probably get a bit of stick for it about the temperatures being a bit lower than they should be. Not than they should be, than what people perceive they should be, but you've got to think these fish live through winter months in their home countries, so that's just what we're trying to simulate here. We want to simulate the peaks and the troughs of their natural life cycle. Probably the first time my Apistogramma benchii has actually been out and about. Kratos, there he is there. He's absolutely fine. Both females are fine in here as well. Like I said, currently no breeding action, which is a bit sad. There's one of the females there. She's terrified of him. He is absolutely horrendous to the females. I need to get some dealer fish for this tank. I'm not too sure what, some sort of tetra or whatever. So we're just going to wait and see and just keep going with these guys. I really love him as a fish. He's really interactive and he loves to sliver about, which I really enjoy. And the final Apistogramma tank. This is another breeding group of Apistogramma cacatuoides. This is the male. He was the subdominant male, so I removed the dominant male, and he was the one that you saw in the one of the tanks earlier. And since I've removed his brother, he's starting to take off, and hopefully we'll see some really nice size packed on with him in the next 6 to 8 weeks. You can see that these females are in great condition, just due to their coloration. There is a random Borellii female in here as well. I mean, I'm not going to waste the time hooking her out, so yeah, we're just letting him go, letting these fish grow out and seeing how they eventually end up. You can see he's looking really good, and yeah, that's where we're at with these guys. So that's kind of an update on my Apistogramma. I'm just going to give you a quick update on my shell dwellers as well, because I'm really happy with their progress at this present moment in time. They are starting to really grow on quickly, and I've got quite a lot going on in the tank. Okay, so I've got loads and loads of little fry that have grown out in this tank. They're really good. There's a female there, the male's knocking around as well. We're up to about 10 in the colony, which is really cool, and something that I really am proud of. We still got this big male up here in isolation. He loves it in his tank on his own. Hopefully eventually I'm going to get a female to go in there with him, which would be really cool to watch. Just a pair of them would be nice. But yeah, again, we're not changing a lot of water, we're just kind of letting it go and see what happens. Some people say it's lazy fish keeping, but actually I think it's a bit more important to see what happens when we don't intervene as much. Because as fish keepers we tend to just meddle, and I've decided to just kind of not meddle and just see what happens. And I'm really enjoying the process of that. Okay guys, so that's an update for this week. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and see you in the next one, hopefully next week, maybe the week after. I'll continue to make videos, but it's just when I get time at the moment. In my job, we're going through the most busiest time of the year, obviously coming up to Christmas, so finding time to make videos is very difficult, but I'm going to try my best. So see you next time.